Hello, we are the DK Adventure Collective. I'm Kyle.
And I'm JR.
And we're just a group of friends who love getting outdoors, going on adventures, both big and small. Figured we'd film some of them, put them on YouTube, just for fun.
Yeah, we're just going to be out here camping and doing some backpacking every once in a while. All kinds of, just a little variety of different types of things. And today we're just going to be car camping.
Yeah, we came out to this mountaintop, found this campsite. We've already set up camp, and you'll see it all today. From us here on the channel, you can expect camping vlogs, outdoor adventure videos, gear reviews, camping recipes, beer reviews, and just really anything else that we feel like putting on here related to outdoor adventuring. So welcome, and we hope you enjoy. Cheers! All right, we are driving north on the way up to the National Forest. We are in the North Georgia mountains right now, actually. Can't see it, but we've got some beautiful scenery around the highway here. So, first order of business on our journey north, the DK Adventure Mobile journey, is get some food. It's a little earlier in the day, just after 10 o'clock. So places are starting to open up, but man, very hungry. So we got to grab some grub.
Yep, and I think we're gonna probably hit either Zaxby's or something like that. Maybe get some chicken, and for lunch, I didn't eat breakfast. I know you ate a little light, so we're gonna go ham on some Zaxby's. Yeah, looking forward to that.
Every good adventure starts with fried chicken.
Oh, absolutely. Or ends, or includes, or all of the above.
Yeah. Got the Subaru.
Good stuff.
Looking for firewood.
This is simply wood.
EnviroFlame Premium. Lights fast and easy.
It's probably a little expensive for what it is.
Looks nice and dry. Definitely too expensive. We're gonna try to procure wood on site, but I guess we'll pick up one of these at least to get the fire started,
just
right?
One. Yeah, this will be kind of a good base, and we'll be processing some wood today, so
yeah,
it's just a fail-safe.
Yeah. Oh man, they've got the lowest cigarette carton prices here. The Subaru gets some lunch, and so do we. Oh, we got those chicken tendies. How you liking lunch, JR?
2 thumbs up.
All right. Well, we're about to hit the road after we snack on a couple pieces of chicken. Let's go. We are coming up on the forestry road now. So once we cross this bridge, we're officially off-road, baby.
Get to really test the capabilities of the Subaru Forester.
Woohoo! I mean, it's technically a road still, right? So I guess this isn't off-road per se.
Off-roading. Yeah. We are officially overlanding, my friend.
We are hardcore overlanders. All right, we've hit some rougher road. So we are doing a little bit more off-roading. I guess this is more soft roading here. Nothing the Subaru can't handle so far. We are kind of scoping out where the camping is. We know where the general area we want to camp is at, and this is the direct path. And the roads are getting smaller as we go deeper into the woods.
Oh, big rock there. Watch out for that guy.
Oh, yeah.
We saw on the quote-unquote main road behind us, we saw a number of vehicles and campers and fishermen expecting to see fewer people back here. We are getting into the area of dispersed camping and such. Where's the other stuff? Oh, some big rocks there. Now we got some really rocky terrain. Got to be careful with the tires.
I want to hit those. I'm going to turn it on X mode, baby.
These are fully equipped outlanding rigs.
Yeah. Toyota crew. The first campsite that we saw was taken. Our first choice, that is. So that's how it is, you know, in the forestry roads, dispersed camping. Yeah. Onwards and upwards. We're heading on this forest road. We got the maps pulled up. We're going to try to still see if we can find a place along the creek. But, you know, it's just the way it is. They got there first. They get the site.
Yep, be on the lookout, right? So we saw a caravan come by, and they looked pretty well equipped to be back here for a long time. Saw some jerry cans on the back of them, lots of rooftop tents, stuff like that. Looked like a little Toyota crew coming through. So
a cruiser club.
The cruiser club, minus the Land Cruisers, and mostly tacos and a 4Runner.
Yeah.
So yeah, otherwise we're going through here. We're gonna, like you said, hopefully try to find something by a creek, but we'll see. Do we have what's our water situation look like?
I've got 3 gallons of water.
3 gallons. All right, I got a liter, and I got a water filter, platypus gravity filter, just in
case. We get
case.
stranded out here along the road for our one-night camping trip.
It's gonna be. We're willing to rough it if we need to.
Yeah.
I think what's our emergency option? Is it Alex's Cove is going to be our emergency?
Maybe, or we could turn around and go back to the entrance, and we had some small spots, but you know, it's only 12:30 right now, so we have all day. The sun doesn't set until like 8 p.m. So
if that, if not later.
So we will be going.
We'll be checking it out.
This way to the cemetery. This terrain looks a little dicey for me to climb over, so I don't think we'll be going to the cemetery. Not like I wanted to go to a cemetery in the middle of the woods. Anyways, that seems a little scary, doesn't it?
Dude, in a couple months when October hits, it'll be a lot more fun then.
Oh boy, we can go conduct some rituals, some seances.
And see who's awake.
Hell yeah.
Y'all up?
You taking it easy, JR?
Yeah, just watching the birds flying through the sunroof. It's looking nice day. Looking like a nice day.
So we stopped for a little break. We're at kind of a crossroads here where we've got a couple routes. You can see down there that road's closed, and got another road over here that is closed. Looks overgrown. No one has been back there for quite some time. Although you can see some intrepid adventurers have kind of carved a little path over here. It's like a dirt bike passageway to get around the gate. That's usually most forest gates have somebody carving paths around it like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
So the map designates these two paths, but they're both closed, so we can't go down there. So I guess our only option is going to be press forward on that forestry road that we were on. So bikes.
So we'll let them go by.
Bye.
They're ready to camp.
Oh, they've got the gear for it. Yeah. Still looking for a campsite. We're descending down this mountain over here. JR, on your side, what do your elf eyes see?
I see steep drop, trees, leaves. Green. It's green and brown and steep. That's my professional assessment of the situation.
out of that stretch of forestry road back to the main road here. This is a state route. So the next order of business is we're headed south, and we're going to the next closest forestry road to go hunt for more campsites. I mean, the hours are continuing, and we still haven't found a place. That last area was really barren. Like, there was, what, I don't know, 3 or 4 campsites the whole way.
Yeah, very few. The only big one was taken, and then there were some small campsites with, you know, a fire ring and enough space to park a vehicle, essentially. So nothing significant.
Yeah, so we're gonna press on, and once we get up to this next road, hopefully we'll have some more luck.
All right, we'll see you in a bit.
We made it back onto another forestry road. It's still in the same district of forest that we were in over by Cooper's Creek, but it's kind of on the southern edge of it, whereas before we were up more towards the northern side. So we're gonna keep searching, and I have this route mapped where if we don't find anything along this route, it's going to loop us basically back where we started, and then I know of another place to go look after that, down south in another area. So not ideal. We've been here for 2 hours and still found no campgrounds, but it's just the way it is, and we're having fun exploring. You know, we get to go around, see the woods, find new roads, know what's going on, you know.
All right, so our traveling has kind of come to an end as far as the original plan. We're getting to plan, not even B, I'd say, C, D, E,
Plan
F.
C, yeah.
We are currently about to hit the end of our circle that we made, and I think we're going to head towards the hatchery because we know there's some camping. That's the tentative plan for now, and I don't know, what kind of sites have you seen down there? You've been in that area before, so what are you thinking?
You know, there's some smallish sites. There are some on creeks, which at this point I'm going to assume are taken. I don't know. It's 3 o'clock on a nice day, Saturday.
Last weekend before school starts.
Yeah. So the area over here that we're headed to next does connect to another network of trails that I'm hoping there's a site where someone didn't take it. We actually went camping over there not too long ago. Not worried at all about the terrain. It's like some of the easiest terrain, so that's a plus. But yeah, what a wash. The whole area that we had planned to look at today, part of it just had no sites at all, and then the other part, they're all claimed by the time we rolled over here.
Yep.
Some of them look like people had just rolled up, hadn't even set up camp yet, so that's our luck. But hey, we just hit paved road now, so I guess we'll see how this journey goes. We gotta find a spot at some point, right? We gotta find a place to sleep tonight. Alrighty, so we got back on the forestry road. We're running up alongside Rock Creek. As we get deeper in here, we're going to see campsites appear. I know there's campsites back here, so with any luck, we are going to find something good.
This looks like a fairly well-maintained area. I guess they got to for the power lines and all that.
Yeah, once we get to the hatchery, there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's no signs of civilization.
I guess it's going to film me turning around then.
Driving, doo-doo-doo. Well, okay, we did it. We found a good spot here near the top of the mountain. We just pulled up, found a decent spot to park the Subaru, and you know, not a bad site at all. We've got a nice big fire pit and some room. You know, people could tent camp here, probably over there if they wanted to. Got a nice view over here. Go exploring a little bit and check out the view of those mountains after we get set up.
Yeah, we got a little walking trail right over here to your left.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's go ahead and set up camp. Hang on, but first, we had a long drive today, so we have a well-deserved step 2. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers indeed. Not too bad.
First of many. Let's set up camp now. Camp is set up. We'll take you on a tour in just a sec. How you feeling, JR?
Not too bad. It was, you know, the drive was a little bit because we had some detours and some extra driving ahead of what we were planning on. But overall, the setup on my hammock was not too bad. I've got a system that makes it a little more simple than a lot of the systems have. So overall, I'm still feeling good, and it's, you know, step 2s are kicking in real nice.
Yeah. So step 1 is usually setting up camp, and step 2 is cracking a drink. But we drove so far and so long today that we cracked one as soon as we found our campsite.
Need a little bit of refresher.
Yeah, I'm real tired. It's hot. There's a lot of bugs, but feeling better now that camp's set up and I can sit back, relax, and enjoy some beer. We will give you all a tour right now. This is the campsite where we were just sitting here, and this is the fire pit. JR is enjoying his brew while I do my portion of the camp tour. So over here we've got the Subaru parked. We are right off the forestry road, and I've got my canopy out. Here is the camp kitchen. We've got all of the kitchen supplies, pots, pans, cups, silverware, paper towels. And I've got the camp table with my stove set up. So got the stove here. Got stuff set up and staged for dinner later tonight. Water tank, got a drink. Trash, toolbox, various odds and ends. And let's take a look inside the Subaru. I've got it set up to have the camp cot. So it's very dark in here. That's because I've got all the windows shaded up for the most part. And you can't see too much from this angle. So you come around and got my window screens up. So here's the cot. Goes all the way up to the passenger seat here. This is the REI Trailgate cot. Actually, tonight will be my first time spending the night on this cot, so we'll see how it goes. Got some nice pillows, blankets from home as well. And that really covers my side of camp. JR, show the people what you got.
Here to show off my campsite here. First thing first, we got this chair here. This is Mountain Summit gear. It's got a little table. Got a little cooler down here as well that it doesn't do a great job keeping things cold, but it'll do the trick for a couple hours. So here we got a Hennessy hammock. It's asymmetrical lay, so you're kind of diagonal, as you can see here. That's kind of how you're supposed to lay. It lays a little flatter than a lot of hammocks that end up being the U. This is going to be my second night in it. As you can see, I've got my Nemo Forte 35-degree bag. Got a little pillow. I believe that is from Thermarest. I could be wrong. Got my shoes hanging, got my food hanging, got everything staked out here. Got my bag. Try to keep it simple, keep it light. No tarp today because I don't think that there's going to be any rain. So, as you can see, is fairly minimalist setup. But I think it should go all right. It's got the bug net. There's a lot of bugs out here, but this thing kept them out last time I was in it, and through trial and error, we're just kind of setting things up. As you can see here, Kyle in the background there, and I've got this set up with these climber rings. That kind of makes it a little easier. Just kind of wrap it through and pull them through, and it holds on tight. Got those on either side with the Eno Atlas suppression system. Kind of makes things simple. It may not be the most ideal setup, but it does the trick. So,
what about your duffel bag down here? What you got?
My duffel bag here, we got, this is the Miami Dolphin Special. This packs up real nice, and it'll just kind of sit under the hammock here. It should be fine.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried.
East champions?
Hopefully 2023 AFC East champions, maybe more. All depends on Tua's health, because if he's healthy, he's a top 5 quarterback. So we've got a little path. See where it goes. Nice wildflowers as well. Wonder if someone has used this in the past for a bathroom path. They set up their camp toilet somewhere out here, so I better watch my feet. Oh man, this path definitely goes a ways off of camp. And JR came up and he joined us too. Indeed. How far has this hike been so far? About 2 miles, maybe? No. It's not been 2 miles. Maybe a quarter mile. Not even that. Yeah. So we are still just hiking this little path. I got my shovel to wave in front of me for spider webs. A bit overkill, I guess, but you know, if I encounter a hillbilly, I'll hit him on the head with a shovel. Really going down in here. I don't know who blazed this trail or where it leads, and if it goes too far, we'll get lost. Probable. Just left our campsite abandoned. Ooh, okay, so we decided to turn back. This trail just seems to go nowhere. Just around the mountainside. I didn't see it on a map or anything, so it's not like a known hiking trail. I guess just people backpacking around here must have blazed it or something to lead up to this campsite. Very interesting, but it goes right up this mountain ridge, so it's a little steep. So we decided to get back to camp, call it quits for now, because look, I love backpacking and hiking as much as the next adventurer, but after all we did today, I'm needing to relax a little more. Oh, we made it back. Beautiful. Well, that was a short-lived excursion. I'm out of beer. Well, restock. We got a cooler full over here. Well, somebody's, looks like they hanged some cans of sardine from this tree. I don't know, what are they creating? Some kind of trinket, or? They're building a better mousetrap. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a bear hang type situation, but why are you hanging up empty cans of sardines? They're attracting the bears. Oh boy. Damn, boy, that's a big ass boy. He's huge though. Big critter. Big critter. He was just in our fire pit. He was checking it out to see what we're doing. How you doing, buddy? Oh, big guy. Heading off to the woods.
All right, go on.
Go live your life.
We'll let you to your business.
Just out here processing some wood. Got the Silky Gomboy. This has been kind of the, I guess, gold standard of what everyone recommends. So I'm here just to try it out and see what it's like. Just processing some wood here for this is the big stuff, so for the fire. So we'll see how it goes, and maybe we'll talk about it later. Oh yeah, it's getting through it real good. Maybe this is a little too thick for this thing. I'm not really sure.
Does it cut smoothly?
Yeah, it's cutting pretty smooth.
That is a big kind of a fat log there for this thing.
Yep.
You can maybe cut it like halfway and then like probably throw it down and break it or something.
That might be the idea here.
Okay.
But it's you know, cutting pretty good. The log is fairly dry, so get a view of that cut there.
Yeah, decent.
Yeah,
Decent.
getting through it.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes here. Oh boy.
Nothing.
Maybe a little more cutting to do on here.
Uh-huh.
Jeez. This is a strong boy. Actually.
Maybe you want to try the splitter? Oh, hey! Congrats, you have a fat log that's slightly less long. How do you feel?
Tired, sweaty, but you know, a couple more of those and we should be good for the night.
And there's this downed limb here. Looks kind of dead that we could easily hack up with the hatchet for some kindling.
I feel like your saw would be better for that.
Wouldn't it though? But hey, kind of cool.
Would be better for that. You want my saw?
Let's try your saw.
Want to try the Gomboy?
Yeah, let's go. All right, this should cut through this like butter. Woo!
Damn right.
Now that is efficient there. So we get a couple of these little guys, keep getting down some of these little twigs, work our way up. We'll have logs big and small for the fire over here later tonight.
Just kicking back in camp with a book. This is the Fellowship of the Ring. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's a series called Lord of the Rings. I just finished the, I guess it's a prequel called The Hobbit. I don't know if you guys, again, it's a little not well known, some high fantasy, but it's a great adventure series. And we're out here, you know, saying we're on an adventure is a stretch, but we're having fun out here in the woods and we like adventuring. So this is I feel like this is a great camping book. You should definitely check it out. You might have to go to like a, you know, bigger store to order it, but it is what it is.
All right, so it's time to start cooking dinner. We brought with us today some ingredients to make one of my favorite camping recipes, and that is Wisconsin-style beer brats. So the idea here is you bring these brats to a boil. You kind of just keep them over heat, sustained amount of time, 30, 40 minutes. And then after you have them boiling, you throw them on a grill to finish them off and char the outside and get that nice crispy skin. Working up to a nice boil here. Pretty soon it's grilling time. Testing out that hammock.
Yep, had some trouble with one of the guy lines, but nope, the other one actually. I figured it out. Had an extra carabiner. Always bring 2 extras with me just in case.
Yeah.
And it's really paying off so far. So
You can see everything through that mesh.
Yeah, it's great.
So here, have a beer.
Hell yeah. Coming in here, boy. Have a cigar. You're gonna go far.
All right, here we go. It's time. Throwing these bad boys on the grill. Woo! All right. These guys are done. Put them in your rolls. These beer boiled onions. All right. Looks like we got a hungry camper here ready to dig in.
Cooked through. Onions are perfectly cooked. The bread is fresh cut too. Just an outstanding brat.
Got those brats. Absolutely stuffed.
They were hitting.
Yeah. We had the Braves game on the radio. Good time. Eating dinner, drinking beer, listening to the Braves. They're doing great. 6 runs in the first inning. Hell yeah. So as you can see, the light is still here, but the sun is setting. So it's time to just chill out. So I think soon we're going to be get this fire going.
Yeah, we'll come back for a little fireside chat maybe. Here we are. We're about to start a fire the old-fashioned way. That's the stuff.
With a fire starting stick and what is that? Zippo?
Yes, sir.
And a Zippo torch. So get this fire going. Now, the sun hasn't quite set yet, so we'll get the kindling on and then get that caught, and then we'll throw the bigger stuff on later. We have enough wood here. We got this box. We've got this pile here, a few things we collected, so we should be able to have this fire going for quite a few hours tonight. That kindling gave us some nice hot coals, and we put some more on there, so let's hope it goes up soon.
We have created fire.
That means time for some campfire whiskey. Tonight we are drinking Resurgence Rye double copper pot distilled rye malt whiskey made by ASW Distillery out of Atlanta, Georgia. So hey, cheers everybody. It's dusk. You can barely see anything. Fire's going strong though. Show you how the camp looks in the dark here. Can't see anything, but hey, look, we've got a cool string of lights strung up to the trees here, and I've got the lantern hanging from the canopy for when it's time to go back into the car for bed. Ooh. Oh, kind of spooky, like a scary story.
Yeah, like a...
Oh, here comes the wind.
Oh, good ghost story, a lantern.
Yeah. All right, so the fire is going. The wind sure is a-blowing. If you can hear us right now.
Yeah. I guess what we kind of want to just, you know, this is our first video, so we kind of just want to get an introduction and why we got into camping. And
yeah, I feel like that's pretty on topic.
Ooh. Wind is whipping for sure.
You hear that?
Yeah, it feels good. I like it, especially in this heat. I'm digging it. But holy shit!
These trees are going crazy.
Damn, son, this is legitimately like, holy crap! I ain't even playing. That's kind of. I don't want to say scary, but like it's intimidating for sure.
Is this a storm? Are we gonna get toppled?
Should I put my tarp on? Like,
did you bring your tarp?
I have a tarp, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see anything, but there's some super loud gusts of wind.
Some strong gusts for sure.
Man, I better tune in and check the weather forecast for tonight.
Yeah, let's definitely double check that, because like I
Okay.
said,
Yeah.
I'll put up my tarp if we think it's gonna storm.
Yeah, so let's put a pause to the fireside chat for now so we can look into this situation. So, we're just getting hit out of nowhere with these massive wind gusts, and I checked the forecast. We got a little signal because we're up here. It says there could be a surprise thunderstorm coming out of nowhere. So we've got to batten down the hatches, get everything that can't get wet out of here. And yeah, we are just trying to weather the storm, hunker down for a little bit. We'll see if it picks up.
As we can hear, storm just hit us kind of out of nowhere. I set up my tarp that I did not have set up before. I'm in the hammock, just kind of swinging, braving out this storm. Like I said, it just kind of really out of nowhere. This was not on the forecast. So we're gonna brave it out. This is the first time I've ever been in the hammock during a storm or any rain or any sort of inclement weather. So it's a good gear test for sure, and I hope that I set the tarp up in haste the correct way, and we'll see how it goes. I can already feel a little spray, so I may have to get out and batten down the hatches a little extra. But like I said, this came out of nowhere, so we didn't bring really any rain gear at all. We're just flying by the seat of our pants here on this one.
All right, so basically worst case scenario right now with a storm coming to us just like that. So we were by the fire getting it going, about to record something else, and then suddenly the wind started shaking the trees. We checked the forecast and a thunderstorm moved in on our location out of nowhere. So it started pouring rain very quickly. We had to scramble to get everything we had out of the rain, up under the canopy. I had to guy down the canopy. JR had to put his tarp over his hammock. We had to move everything where it could be dry. The light string I had hanging up from the tree is currently getting soaked, so I'm really hoping that it's water resistant. I don't know if it is, to be honest. So I'm here in the Subaru. I'm sitting in the rear driver's seat. I have my canopy on the passenger side, so I had to run around in the rain to get here. So I might want to rethink my layout for this, but I do enjoy having the nice seat in the back here.
So I re-battened down the hatches a little bit. The wind died down, so there's a lot less rain kind of coming through here. That's been a plus. There was a little bit of a spray when the wind was heavy. So I don't really know if my adjustments are what kind of did the difference, or if it was just the wind dying down a little bit. If you can hear in the background, the wind is still going pretty good, but maybe not quite as strong as it was before. Like I said, this really kind of caught us out of nowhere. And like I said, this is the first time I've ever had this happen while I'm hammock camping. So I already can tell I will probably be changing to a hex tarp in the future, and definitely shortening up the leash, the lines in the rainfly tarp to kind of get it more angled downwards, whereas it's kind of more outwards right now. So the wind blowing the rain in kind of from the side is what's kind of affecting me right now. But right now I'm still pretty dry, besides what hit me when I was adjusting things, tightening things down. So we're good for now, just a lot of wind, and like I said, this hit us out of nowhere. This is not something we came prepared for, which, I mean, I should have known that we should have brought rain gear. Right when we both left the house and he said, "Did you bring rain gear?" and we both replied no. That should have been the sign that it's going to rain, even though the forecast said nothing about it. So we're just going to wait this out. It's supposed to last maybe an hour. So I got the fellowship, and let's see what Aragorn's up to.
Couldn't get it on video, but the rain let down a little bit, so I went around the perimeter of camp to check out what the damage was. And everything was okay, save for one thing. The canopy hanging on the side of my Subaru was catching water and was bending down where you could push the water up, and it was so heavy. And I managed to catch it at the right time because that thing felt like it was going to buckle. So I had to go lower one of the legs so that the water could pour down. It was a ton of water. If I didn't catch that, might have broken the canopy. So that is a word to the wise. If you have one of these car canopies, make sure that it's not going to buckle down when water collects on top of it. Make sure it's properly sloped so that water can slide off of it, or else you'll end up in a bad spot. The rain is lighter for now. I went and checked on JR. He's good. He's dry. So we're just waiting until the storm subsides so we can go back out. And if not, we'll just sit under the canopy for the rest of the night and just chill out.
Ooh, we made it. The fire is still going somehow. Firemaster JR got it up and running again. It actually never died during that whole storm.
Coals were hot, and just threw a little more kindling on it, gave it some oxygen, and it flared right back up. So now we're just kind of, I got some of the wet wood is kind of drying off on it right now. Hopefully we'll get a little fire going here for the rest of the night.
Yeah. So situation. Well, let's get the light going. Oh, hang on. Here's the light. All right. So situation was we had to take shelter for, I don't know, what would you say, about 30, 45 minutes?
Yeah, close to an hour.
Yeah. So good news is camp is still good. So we've got the light string strung up again. And, our chairs got a bit wet, but nothing got wet that shouldn't have.
Yeah.
So that's good. We got everything in the car or under the canopy that would have been bad to get wet.
And as from the video earlier, when I set up my hammock, as I said, I didn't set up the rain fly because we didn't expect rain. Right when the wind started whipping and we started thinking there might be a storm, we checked the weather, said T-storm possible, so
yeah,
I got it going, and man, I got the rain fly set up real quick, staked it down, and
look at that.
It stayed pretty well, I got a few little gusts, so I'll work on it for next time.
Mr. Survival, he adapts. Yeah. So luckily for my situation, the Subaru is basically resistant to storm, anything, short of earthquake opening up the earth and the car being swallowed up. But yeah, so my situation, I'll show you over here, is we have, whoa, oh, almost tripped.
That's my line.
Yeah. So we've got the canopy, and I had to put this end down because it was collecting water on the top, so that was dangerous. Everything underneath is good. All this stuff can get wet. The stove is closed. It's fine. It's not going to get wet. The water jug's fine. I put the trash underneath. I did have to guy it down, as you see from these wires here, but we can put everything under here, so that's good. So I think everything is on the come up. What do you say, JR?
Yeah, no, I don't want to say that the trip was boring up until now, because I wouldn't say that. It was just kind of uneventful, and that happened and really got the adrenaline and the juices flowing,
Yes. Gotta say, that was a first. Every time we've camped when it's raining, the rain has been expected. So this was the first time I think we had rain that was just super unexpected.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like I said, the wind was whipping real hard. It was a little scary there for a minute, I'd say.
Yeah. The trees, I think that was the worst of it, was that we thought that the trees might come down or something.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. So anyways, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Time to crack a beer, maybe have another glass of whiskey by the fire. It's getting a little late. It's only just past 10 though, so we got a couple more hours of juice in us before you have to curl up for the night.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So I just put this sticker on the cooler before we left for this trip, like literally put it on yesterday. So shout out to Camping with Steve for giving us good luck in staying safe and mitigating the situation, and for JR's hammock to not get flooded with water.
So hunker down, folks. It's getting late. We're still here by the fire though. We are just hanging out. It's still going pretty well, so I guess we'll let this wood burn down, and then we'll turn in and we'll, you know, record it and everything when we do. We'll see. But I think it's been a pretty successful first night here at the campsite. So
yeah. Cheers indeed.
Cheers.
I'll just shoot a little video, maybe laying out how I have everything in my little bivy bags and everything. But otherwise, we're just gonna enjoy this fire and enjoy a final drink and off to bed with us.
Yeah, absolutely. We had some music going by the fire, but I had to turn it off before I recorded this, or else we'll get removed from copyright infringement. Yeah, so here's the nice fire. So we'll record some good fire footage, and then we'll see y'all later.
Good night, Moon.
Oh my God. Oh man. It's a bear. We've got a bear here. We've got a bear. Hey bear. Hey bear. Hey bear. Hey bear. Hey bear! Hey bear! Wow. That was a little one. Hey! There he is. Hey bear! Hey! Shoo! Get out of here! Hey! Go on! Wow. I've never seen a bear before. Oh man.
What are you saying, Kyle?
There's a bear!
Where?
To your right. It walked into the woods.
That's not good.
Oh, well, good morning. So, as you just saw, we were awakened to the sound of a bear wandering around our campsite. Managed to scare it away, but that guy came back a couple times, actually. I saw him, I think about an hour ago. Wasn't really sure what it was because I just saw it through the window screen. And I saw it take off into the woods, and it came back, and I got that on video. And then after that, it came back again. So I honked the car horn. Let's see if it tries to come back. But I think we're pretty up by now. It's about 7 a.m. So might as well get up, right? Someone else that was camping here before hung up these cans of sardines from this tree. But why are you hanging up empty cans of sardines?
They're attracting the bears.
Oh boy. And that's what the bear was after. That's what woke me up, was this bear rummaging through and getting these cans. So it clambered up there and got the cans, and it was just there. So I was sleeping right there in that car, and the bear was standing right where I am now. We don't see any signs of it, but I guess we're awake. What do you think, JR? You ever seen a bear before?
That was my first time seeing one camping. I saw him like right around there from my hammock, and then I said, "Hey bear," and he started kind of turned and started walking towards me. So I decided to get out of my hammock and be big, and then you heard me saying, "Hey bear," I guess, you opened the door and the car alarm started going off, and that scared him pretty good about that way. So it's
Yeah.
kind of been
He ran up into these woods right behind you here.
overlooking.
Yeah. I mean, I think that now that we're out, it's probably not going to come back. But wow, that was something. I mean, you know, harmless. He's just looking for cans of fish. I wonder why the heck those people left that hanging.
Yeah, I didn't think to, maybe we should have just thrown those away last night. I didn't even think about that.
Yep. So a more eventful night than we had predicted with the storming, but glad that it worked out. We got some nice campfire time there before we turned in. How'd you sleep?
You know, wasn't too bad. It was a little cool, so definitely got bundled up in my sleeping bag, and that was nice and warm. Just kind of was hanging out. Had to go to the restroom in the middle of the night. That kind of was annoying.
Oh, clambering out of the hammock?
Yeah, clambering out of the hammock was annoying. And then, you know, started seeing it get a little light, and then I heard some yelling from the car. What was that all about?
Yeah. I was sleeping okay. The cot, I'd say a little iffy on the comfort. Kind of just the bare minimum in terms of a sleeping surface. But, you know, I got some sleep. Yeah, was rudely awakened by our visitor, the bear, that came into camp to poke around. Yeah.
Yep, yeah. When I heard "Hey bear" repeatedly coming from the car, I was a little startled, not super excited to deal with that. I did kind of want to see the bear, but then I saw the bear and I was like, I could have done without this today.
It wandered right over behind your hammock where you were hanging, so I think that bear was like maybe less than 10 feet from you at some point when it was wandering around.
Yeah, it must have been real quiet because I did not hear it that first time it came into camp.
Yeah. Boy, I mean, that bear was just, you know, he's just scrounging around because he's hungry. Can't blame it. You know, I mean, speaking of that, I'm hungry, so let's get breakfast started.
Sounds great to me. Let's hope it doesn't attract him back.
Gotta have some coffee to start off the day. So I've got Calvi's Coffee, Dancing Goats, local roaster from Atlanta, Georgia. We've got the kettle on the stove, heating up the water. And then I've got my beans, so we'll go ahead and get to grinding here. So we've got the Mir Porigami pour over brewer today. This is new to me, so I've actually not used this one before. So I'm going to use it a few times, see how it performs, and I'll film a full review soon. All right, nice cup of coffee. That's pretty good. I think I accidentally ground the coffee a bit too coarse on that, so I'll go a little more fine, a medium coarse. I do know of something that can make this even better, though. It's a Bailey's. So
From a shoe?
yeah, let's continue with the coffee and make some breakfast now. Got the bacon on. Should be cooked in a few minutes. I also got some of this Bisquick shake and pour pancake mix, but I accidentally put I think way too much water in here. I misjudged it when I was measuring it out, so this stuff is pretty liquidy. I mean, I guess I'll try it and see if it cooks, but if not, then maybe a visit to Waffle Houses in our future. Let's try these pancakes. This is very thin. Oh, it's so drippy. I think it'll work. We'll see. Hey, I think we got it.
We got ourselves some crepes.
Yeah, these are really thin, so I guess they're more like crepes, but if they cook, they cook. Pancakes galore coming right up, and the bacon is looking good, smells good, sounds good. Get some chocolate chips into this one here. Very nice flip.
Lizzie.
bacon, and what turned out to be chocolate chip crepes. I would say that's a successful camp breakfast. Bon appetit. Well, JR scarfed down his breakfast within 2 minutes.
It was delicious.
Absolute savage. I'm just settling down to enjoy. And then I guess after that, maybe we'll relax for a bit, start to pack up. You know, it's only just after 8 over here, so we've got a lot of time.
Yeah, there's no rush to get packed up. We'll kind of meander a little bit and enjoy nature for a little bit longer before we have to go back to the realities and horrors of the real world.
So what did you learn this time in our short time here?
Well, I definitely learned how to scare a bear away. And I learned that I should probably always just put my tarp on regardless of what the weather tells us is going to be like. Because that was harrowing.
Mm-hmm. I think I learned a little improvisation, you know? Pancakes. I thought the pancakes were ruined because I put too much water in there. But hey, crepes, you know?
They turned out fine.
Yeah, I feel like that's there's like a saying to be had there, you know, like life gives you lemons, make crepes or something.
Make
like
crepes?
that. Yeah.
Crepenade?
Yeah. So we'll just kick back and finish up here, and then head out soon. All right, cleaning up now. It's my least favorite part of camping. Who likes cleaning up anyways? So I've got to pack up the stove and get everything boxed up and put back into the car. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. We're just about done packing up here. Took us about 45 minutes. No rush today. But had a good time. Just a quick one-nighter, but definitely had our fair share of good camping and interesting things happening, yeah?
Yeah, between the unexpected storm that hit us and the bear that hit us as well this morning, it's been a more eventful trip than what we were expecting our first video to end up being.
Yeah. So, you know, we'll go on more trips in the future, definitely. I would love to do a 2 or 3 nighter sometime. You know, just go explore, find new places. But hope that everybody enjoyed this. We've got more coming at you. You know, adventure videos like this, camping vlogs, gear reviews, beer, whiskey reviews, you know, just all kinds of stuff related to adventuring in the outdoors. So this has been the DK Adventure Collective signing off.
Signing off.